town. What's up? You know what time it is? It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And today is Wednesday, Women Rock Wednesday. I see you, Brandy, but Brandy, I don't see no other women. Wow. Wow, no women. Guess what? I'm gonna start the show without them. I ain't waiting on you today, women. I'm sorry. You can't come in late. You can't come in late no more. No, yeah, you can't be tardy for the party. Ain't that what they say? But let me see. It's just so much stuff been going on out here, man. Just listening and watching and working my way up to some. If that's Dylan Johnson behind me in the screen, young man. His mom was on the show yesterday. He played for Washington. They will be in town soon. The Washington Huskies versus the what's that other team? What's that team that's pretty good? Michigan Wolverines. There go Mindy. Hey, that's my girl. That's my girl, Mindy. But I can't wait. I'm excited about it. I won't be in town because I would be on the road with TSU. The SWAC has started. If you want season tickets, if you want season tickets, I'm gonna put it up on the screen. Where did I put the season ticket? Up on the screen. If you want basketball season tickets, you can get them. And some people just, they be too impatient. They call the number and the number don't work. So they go online and get the tickets online. The tickets are more expensive online. I'm trying to help you by calling that number, and you can get the tickets a lot more cost efficient. Okay. That's the key. But if you're impatient, just keep on going online and buy the tickets online. So that's great. Hey, Alpha Yo, I got something to share with you too. No, he won't be on the show, and don't be bringing your group ass on here asking about if somebody gonna be on the show or not. You never know. I never announce who's going to be on the show, ever. You just have to watch every day. So I won't have you group ass trolls trying to come see the show just for that day for somebody who coming on that day. It's by design, Mr. Lewis. You've been gone, man. It's been peaceful without you. You just can't help it, But you're the town troll. They say you ain't make it until you got a troll. But shout out to classes back in at Legacy. Brandon, let me tell you something. Brandon, it's not me, Brandon. My people done figured him out. See, what he don't understand, I got a group of people that watch the comments on the show. Hey, Rover, they watch the comments. They're smart people. And that's what they know what they're doing. Oh, I got my girls here now. I'm ready. I got D White. I got Rosie. Rosie, we had some new lady members yesterday. Hadn't been on the show, but it was rocking. Women were rocking yesterday too. Women was rocking yesterday too. But dude, no, I'm telling you, they watch your comments. They watch it. But today, y'all, Alpha Yo, and what I found out, because a lot of these people don't know about these principles. So what we'll do, I'll try to repeat the principle. Like today is Wednesday, January the 3rd, 2024, and today's Kwanzaa principle is Kuji Chagalia. I know we did it last week, but we're going to keep doing it until we learn it. It used to be on Tuesday, and it moves forward a day each year. And today, this year, Kuji Chagalia That's the self-determination principle of Kwanzaa. That's the principle that requires us to define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. And I want to say good afternoon to everyone, including Claudine Gay. I hope you're well, sis, because I just want to, because I see what they're trying to do, and I see the propaganda that they're putting out there, but I see through it. I support you. Keep doing your thing. Welcome back, y'all, to I call it Black Talk Landia. Because it's black people talking about issues, a place where we do our best to embody the best in black talk radio traditions, right? By having the messy conversations on how our world got to be so messy, how people will come on here and troll you, and how people, it's just people just ain't got it. And how grassroots basketball and how high school basketball, how sports in general got so messy. We sit there and talk about it, and we have these difficult discussions. I'm telling y'all, these conversations, these discussions we be having are difficult. I know they're difficult for y'all. That's why I don't have time for people to come on trolling. Because we haven't, it's people trying to learn and people trying to be entertained, people trying to do something and do some things. And people always want to come on here and say something slick. But I understand it. That comes with the territory. And that's why I call it out. Because I'm intentional about it. You might be intentional about what you're trying to do, but I'm intentional about what I'm trying to do. We have these difficult, like I said, discussions every day to help us figure out how we can become better people by avoiding the mistakes other people make. I don't want the same parents, the ninth graders, making the same mistakes that the parents of the 12th graders made in this basketball journey, in summer basketball, in high school basketball. And we still got people out here making the same mistakes. We got guys from winning teams, ladies and gentlemen, who start but leaving and going to another school. He can't play at that school. He got to play JV on this team, but left a winning team. What are you looking for? Y'all put that in your remember bank. If you doing it here, you're going to do it in summer basketball. If you blessed enough to make it college, but you most likely you won't make it to college playing basketball with these kind of things, just because you not the man. Boy, I tell you, you really can't mess with Jewish people. Between Mindy, Mindy, I'd rather not talk about that, but that's a good one. But it's bigger than it's even bigger than that, Mindy. It's bigger than that. You got to understand, somebody don't like to see. It's an establishment, Mindy. Let me just go there. I ain't even talking about the other stuff. It's establishment out here do not like to see a black, let alone a woman, in a position as the president of Harvard. Forget all the Jewish stuff you're talking about. Forget all that other stuff. Then they go talk about plagiarism and all. Believe in that mess. Listen, they did never. Some people, that's a seat of power. All of this stuff, slavery, enslavement, colonization, all this stuff, it was about power, money, and power. Don't you ever forget it. Ever forget it. But let me keep going. Let me get back. But that's a difficult conversation that we have on this show. But what I try to do by I want these people to avoid some of the mistakes these other parents that made. How can we learn and build better communities to avoid the mistakes other people make, and how we can shape a better world? By being intentional about pouring out goodness into this thing. You follow me? See, that's my goal. I don't care about the trolls. I'm going to call their ass out because they tell me, Robert, call them out. Because I can go a whole show and just ignore you because you don't really bother me. But they keep texting me saying, Robert, check on this. What's up, Dedrick Carr? Robert, we are the only ones that can recharge our resilient battery. Oh, look at it. Look what he said. Women rock wins and enjoy your day, ladies. We are the only ones that can recharge our resiliency battery. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. You know what though? I saw this. I saw this quote from Voltaire. You know, y'all got to understand. I read a lot now. And he said, the most courageous decision that you can make every day. See, Women Rock Wednesday, I got to give it to my women. The most, check this out, Brandon. Brandon, y'all go, check this out, man. The most courageous decision that you can make each day is to be in a good mood. Do y'all know, have y'all ever wondered, because I can't see y'all, but have y'all ever wondered how I can come on this show every day and act like this? I make a courageous decision every day to be in a good mood. And people think people be giving me, listen, I love this, what I do. Put thumbs up, share the show, do all that, because I kind of like this. I like confrontation. I don't like for people just agree with me just to be agreeing with me. God, I want you to say something. Well, Robert, hold on now. But you got, listen, you got to have facts. Like, you know, like these people be telling me. Well, I watch a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of basketball, so I can speak and I can have my opinion on it. Men, a lot of people watch basketball but don't know what they're watching. What's up, Eric? Eric, have you ever been around? Mindy, you can, Dale Griggs, you can watch basketball. Mindy, but you don't know what you're watching. You got to know what you're watching. Mindy, I'm a million miler. I done been on a plane so many times, Mindy, and you probably have been on there more than me. But I had to pay for mine. But Mindy, I done been on the plane. I done been in the cockpit. I done rode on the jump seat for 50 years. I done watched the dudes. I see the buttons that they push. But that don't mean I can fly the plane. Jay Jackson. I done seen the flight attendants walk up and down the aisle and give you I say, but then it's more to what them women are doing. I might know, wait a minute, what they said. I might watch a lot of them women, but I don't know I might watch a lot of flight attendants. That don't sound good. But I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. You follow me? He said, I have learned a lot here from what other coaches. Yeah, but what I'm talking about, Mindy, and what I'm talking about, Eric, is it's weird. It's weird that people think just because they go to basketball games and think they know it. And parents, I'm going to give this to you one more time because it's the best advice that I've ever got in summer basketball. Clyde Smith. He told me, he said, Hatter, don't you let these this summer basketball and the people in summer basketball damage your relationship with your son. Because these people will be gone on to with their lives. And y'all, guess what? You and your son got to still have that relationship. Don't you let these people, I know that because some dads be harder on their sons and not be fair to their sons because they're trying to, but listen, these people will leave you. All of this journey that you think that y'all got to understand. Y'all have fun in the fifth grade, in the sixth grade. Y'all travel. Oh, we got the best team. We got the nationals in 7 and 8. And this stuff starts separating later on. And guess what happens? You still got to be with your son, Barry McDonald. Y'all please let me know when Ricky Scott pop on the screen. You know, but but he told me, he said, don't let it, because guess what he said? Because it happened to me. Some parents think they always got to say something to their kids about basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, life is more than sports. I hope I'm getting to somebody. Lakeisha, life is more than sports. I know sports is fun and we enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. I I flew everywhere to see my son play. I understand y'all. But guess what? Man, I wish I can do it over. Coach Moore, I would have been a little more understanding of his position. I would have been a little bit more understanding of things that he needed and things that he wanted. See, what happened, me and him made this pact. If he want me to teach him how to play basketball, I'm going to be hard on him because it's the sport that I know about. When you was playing football, I was just daddy over there, hoorah, hoorah. I didn't want him to play basketball. Barry, Lakeisha, I didn't want him to play. But he came and said, I said, all right now. You can't go whining to your mama when it get tough. And of course, he went whining to his mom. But I had to tell him. But I wish I had enjoyed him a lot more at that age. Share the show because somebody might need to hear this. I wish I had enjoyed him instead of pushing him so. I wish I just enjoyed him being, I wish I had told him more how more proud of him I was. See, I used to, that's what you're supposed to do. I expected that out of him because the work we put in, instead of saying, dude, proud of that, man. Every little moment. I wish I had did that. Every little victory. Because you got to understand, he look up to me. He tell me to this day, I'm his hero. Now he on Wall Street with all those Wall Street tycoons and all these people. He up there with all that. But when he need information and want to know something, he call me. And when I think about that little boy, I was his everything. Brandy, you are your kids' everything. Lakeisha, you are your kids' everything. But we push him, we push him, we push him. We push him, we push him. I'm telling you, I wish I can go back in time and just say, man, have fun, man. Have fun. Instead of, man, you got to do this right. You got to do this. 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 Instead of that, every freaking single day. Man, I wish I could have just sat back and be daddy. If I had to go back and do it again. But guess what? Exactly what I'm going to do with my grandson. Man, I don't care how many times you misdribble the ball. If you like it, just keep on. Granddaddy going to be out here watching. You follow me? Walter Yates said, man, I sound like your dad. Walter Yates, I ain't never talked to your dad before in your life, in my life. But all I'm doing, y'all, I'm communicating life to you. This life. I know some people out there. I watch y'all in the gyms. Everybody around the gym in the workout sad. Because you don't know the future of your kid. You sad when another good player walk in the gym. Why is he here? He gonna take my sons. Oh, minute. Listen. Can't nobody take your son minute. Share the show. Can't nobody take. If you're on you, hey man, please. If you're on YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. If you on YouTube, hit the like button. Y'all follow me? Can't nobody take what you. Anybody ever around me? Listen. I'm gonna tell you. If you ever around me, if you ever call me for advice, I am not a yes man. God didn't bless me with the yes man gene. I'm going to tell you how I feel about it in my experiences. I can't sit up here and just agree with you all the time. Let me tell you something. If you got somebody around you agreeing with you all the time, you better get their ass away from around you. But I just wanted to share that with you. But do y'all want to do a year in review? Tell me about this last year. Y'all, we got a new year. Y'all got something about this year that you want to talk about or review? Somebody told me I need to ask y'all that. See, what happened this year? Tell me something that happened, good, bad, indifferent, that you might want to share that we can talk about. And parents, see on Women Rock Wednesday, y'all, I always get a different feel. I'm just thinking about teams. All these kids are in what you call a district races right now. Every game is important. Every win, every loss, no matter how you can't go in there playing. You're probably playing teams that are not that fashionable. But you got to go. Young players, you got to treat every game. You got to go in there every game. Reginald Simpson, you got to go in these games with a sense of urgency. Sense of urgency. If you have players, listen, on your rosters, coaches, trying to outscore their teammates instead of the other team, you're probably not going to win much. I'm going to repeat that, Chuck McDowell. What's up, Chuck? Happy New Year, baby. if y'all have players on your team, that's why everybody need to be watching this. If y'all have players on your team, your roster, trying to outscore their teammates instead of the other team, you probably are not going to win much. That's the only stat that can ruin a team by when competing with each other. Yeah. Y'all help me. Y'all got to get this to these kids now. That's the only stat that can ruin a team when competing with each other on the team. But trying to finish with the most rebounds and assists will lead to wins. Did everybody get that? Did everybody get that? Did everybody get that? Talk to me. If you have players on your rosters trying to outscore their teammates instead of the other team, you're probably not going to win much. He said, I just told my kids they need to play with their hair on fire this half. I like that. I like that. Play with your hair on fire. I like that one. Shit. Boy, it's hard to play with your hair on fire, though. But I like that. Did y'all hear what I said now? Did y'all get that? Dedrick, did you get what I said now? Somebody's team need that right now. Somebody's team need that. If you have players on your roster that's trying to outscore their teammates and not the other team, you're not going to win much. That's the only stat that can ruin a team when competing with each other. But trying to finish, I ain't never heard no. That's why I love Chris McDermott. Because it seems like every time he play Lakeisha, he said, ain't nobody in the gym going to out-rebound me. Have y'all ever heard of a kid told you that? I ain't never heard them tell me that. I ain't never heard a kid say, man, I'm going to get more assists than everybody. I ain't heard of parents say how many assists you had. Boy, I know. I pat myself on the back. That was a good one. But ladies and gentlemen, in this year, somebody sent me this note. They said, choose people who will say your name in a room full of opportunities. Choose people who will say your name in a room full of opportunities. You ain't around, Chuck. Chuck, this opportunity happened the other day. I'm sitting there in a meeting, talking. I already had the people in mind who I was going to hook up with this opportunity. I was talking about them behind their back. See, sometimes talking behind your back is good. Steven Spielberg and Quincy Jones, ladies and gentlemen, were talking behind Oprah Winfrey's back. They were trying to find somebody to play Celie in Color Purple. She was the actress. She was on TV, the news. Quincy was in Chicago and saw her on the news. He said, "This who we need to do." They talking about her behind her back. She don't even know these two dudes talking about her changed her whole trajectory of her life. I'm in a meeting the other day. This stuff can't help me, but several people in this community gonna get blessed because of a meeting I was in. So choose people who will say your name in a room full of opportunities. Yeah, we got one on here right now. We got see these kind of people. We got one right here. Robert Young, perfect example. Y'all got to understand this now, because I know a lot of y'all don't do it. Because y'all be, what about mine? What about you? Choose people who say your name in a room full of opportunities. Some people go in them rooms and that's only want to talk about them. Got a question? Does high school, I'm gonna pivot again. Does high school recruiting, does it really matter anymore? Does high school recruiting really matter anymore? Not being negative, just a question, just a thought. James Samara said repeat. James Samara, you know when Women Rock Wednesday what's gonna happen. You already know I'm gonna have something for you. But I got a question. Does high school recruiting matter? Y'all help me. Many people hate the transfer portal, right? But without it, we don't get the remarkable story of Michael Penix Jr. After 4 straight season ending injuries. And the reason I can sit here and talk about it, because my son had 5 injuries. Not all of them season ending, but every single year from a senior in high school, every year in college, he got hurt. So when they tell that story, oh my God. That man said, I'm running a revival this week. You've been preaching gospel for 2 days. You know what? I'm communicating life. This stuff is happening. Lemonhead, he said, not no more. Wow. Not no more. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. What Alfio? Alfio, high school. So Chuck said it still does matter. And Lemonhead said, not no more. I like that. That's 2 different perspectives. Look. And I look, guess what? Y'all tell me, both of you gentlemen, just tell me why. Support your statements. Support them. All I said, does high school recruiting really matter? I know on Memphis team, the high school players, the freshmen ain't getting much time. They one of the top teams in the country. On U of H team, freshmen ain't getting much time. They one of the top 5 teams in the country. So does it matter? Doug said, in my 3, Doug, let me, I got to put that. Doug, I got to wait till it come on the screen. I like that, Doug. See. That's why I love you. That's why I love y'all. See, y'all think I be on y'all. All I'm trying to do is give y'all to give me this, Lemonhead. I'm glad you here today. He said, if my $3-4 million job depended on it, I'm going straight to the portal. Give me the mature experience over the immature, inexperienced kid. Hey, Miss Jenny, did y'all see what Doug said? See, sometimes you got to go back the other way. So, Chuck, it matters to you. But to Doug and Lemonhead, now, if the freshman got to be special enough that I can say, look, he got to be special enough to be able to push these guys I got, and he got to be special enough in his mind that he ain't finna go into the portal. After I spent a year with him, he to sit there on that bench the whole year. He might transfer too. Wow. Huh. That's interesting. That's interesting. Somebody asked me that question, man. I just wanted to see what y'all said about it. Because I'm thinking about it and I'm watching it. But let me tell you something. Alfio, if Alfio is still there, I just want, let me tell y'all something, man. What's wrong with these damn Texas fans, man? University of Texas. They wrong for this. Watch this. Hold up. He got his son there and telling him, remember me, MF. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. And I see y'all, and we're going to get back to that. Can we multitask? Because I want to go back to what y'all just said. I want to get back to that Texas stuff. What the hell is this man doing arguing and fussing with them kids? Them somebody's kids, somebody's daddy will come around here and beat your ass talking about. I'm going to play it again, but just hold on. Hold on. I'm going to play it again. That's why I never say I'm a fan. Fan is the root word for fanatic. Y'all fanatics. They freaking go. You can enjoy a game without cursing a kid out. Cause your sorry ass team that y'all done spent all this money. Hold on, let me hold on. Maybe this why. Cause y'all supposedly have the best team money can buy, and they still getting their head toe clean off the bone. Let me get back. I'm coming back to that, y'all. As long as he stays in this church. hey, stop it. Jameson talking about as long as I stay in this church, the Choop Shop Church, don't be going. I'm not going to the Diddy party. You can absolutely bet your last dollar that I'm not going to the Diddy party. Absolutely. Kevin Lewis said, a college coach told me there's a good and bad with the transfer portal because he got a lot of damaged goods. Yes, of course. It's good. But you can get damaged goods in high school recruiting too. Kevin Lewis, I'm going to put that on the screen. I put that on the screen. All prospects are not trying to play next level. The object is to alleviate financial burden from the parents. Sports are not the end all be all. The ball will lose at some point. Think beyond. But guess what? But that ain't got, Chuck, what did that got to do with the transfer portal? Everybody that transfer ain't thinking they're going to be no pro. I don't understand that one, Chuck. Chuck, clarify that one a little bit, Chuck. All prospects are not trying to play next level. I understand that. Okay, but the object is to alleviate financial burden from the parents. Sports are not the end all be all. The ball will lose the air at some point. Think beyond. We understand that. But what has that got to do with the transfer portal? Be a little more clear with it. Clear. Have it like old people used to say, you showing out today. I ain't trying to show out. I'm just doing. I ain't trying to show out. This stuff just comes to my. I told y'all every single day. I have I have a dilemma. What to talk about on this show? Have y'all ever wondered what I sit up and think about? What do y'all ever say, Robert? What is the? Nobody ever asked me what is the process, Robert. What make you come every single day? You come with something fresh and new. Don't nobody never asks. I ain't gonna tell you no, Lotto. I don't know. I just this stuff just come to me. I can't sit here and take. It's a high power. Uh, See, I can go to ESPN and talk about what's going on in ESPN, but I can talk about subjects like this that are not trending, but they're very relevant. Plus, Doug, let me go back. Let me go back to my comments because y'all comment. I see. Plus, it's what we've always wanted as former athletes options. Now it's solely on the athlete's attitude, performance, and so on. I like that, Doug. I like that. I like that. Beyond sports, I do understand there are many different factors. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, you heard that, Sonya. You heard that. Remember you? Who in the hell is you? Why in the hell I'm gonna remember your ticket buying ass? You ain't no player. We're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get back to that. Thank you, Sonya. Let me put that. Let me put that up there. Man, these fans are freaking crazy, y'all. That's why I don't like to go to games no more. I don't like to be around all them people no more. Barry said, as an adult, I always try to take the high road with dealing with kids. You got to. Some of these fans are out of control. Okay, low life, they wish he could be. There you go. Why we don't F with Texas? I got mad love for 5 college coaches on the staff and communicate with them weekly. Why we don't? Okay, you don't like Texas. You know what? It ain't that. It's just something about the school. I studied the history of the school, and it's something that fight song, that Eyes of Texas song, it did sit well with me. Hey, he balled out. What he had yesterday? Cause you say he balled out yesterday. Tell me what he had. Let me see. Let me see what Kimberly think is balled out. Hold up. Y'all know y'all can't be putting stuff on the screen. Kimberly said Jaden Lowe balled out last night. Let's see. Let's see these ball. What's ball out? Let me see what. Let me see what Pitt. Did they put Pitt up here? Okay. Let me see what the ball out mean. So Jimmy, you know, me and Jimmy sitting in the game, and the dude said, "Man, the dude is cooking," and the man just hit 1 point. So let me see what he did. Let me see what ball out mean. Okay, 10 points, 25 minutes. That's yeah, you can call that balling out. You can call, I guess you can call that balling. Got a good game or balling out. Because you had 2 turnovers in there. And let me see. Uh and two assists. So one. I mean, but ball out. Just had a good game. Ball out. So y'all got to watch the words. Now, words are important. Depends on your program, Otis Lanier said. I'm just going down. I'm just going down, y'all. I might be behind, but I'm going down on your things. But I get back to you, Kim. Kim, because you talking about ball out. Depends on your program and the college, how much the college. Wait a minute. Wait, hold up, y'all. How much the college you're at? Okay, you're at. Okay. Otis, you messed up a little bit. At have your back. The Dean Smith and the Coach K prefer high school phenomenal talent they can mold. The new era college coach don't have that type of stability. Okay. I like that, Otis. I like that. They don't. because y'all wanted to get him fired as soon as something happened. Y'all wanted to get him fired. That's a good one. I like that, Otis. Sound like he wasn't good enough, but if you're working for it, you're trying to get it. I missed that one. I don't know what you're talking about. LSU running back after he got the records, he shut it down. Okay. Oh, Barry, you say you asking. What you was asking as an adult, I always take. What was you asking? I missed it, Barry. I missed it, Barry. I missed what you. I was asking. I missed it, Barry. If I'm a college scout, now this is a former great player right here, a Division I, a Power 5 player talking. Lemuel Stenson. He said, if I'm a college scout, I am going to the portal. Why? Because I can get a kid already ready to play, not a kid that has no experience. Here is, hold on. I like that one, Lemuel. Here's why the junior colleges will win. I got you. I like that. What's up there, Barnes? You done switched back over there and took you out of jail. Yeah, I know you've been in Facebook jail. Bryce, number 7, Dylan is my brother. What's up, Bryce? Bryce, Mom came on, talked about Dylan yesterday. Guess what? I told her I was going to have him on there. That's the only picture. I hate I ain't got no that's the only picture I like. I didn't want the picture of him being carried off. So if you got a better picture for me, Bryce, send it to Choop Shop Htx. Choop Shop Htx at gmail.com. Because guess what? Guess what? I can put him up anytime I want to. You feel me? We got it like that over here. But shout out to Dylan. Can't wait to see him next week. That's typical here in Austin. That's why I watch the UT games at home. Okay, this fan base is delusional. I got you. Okay, I have experience with Charlie Strong now. That's good. Bryce has a good nephew. Who is Bryce's nephew? Kevin Freeman. Kevin Freeman is all. Kevin Freeman, when you coming back, man? Yeah. Hey, Kevin Freeman went over there and got a turban on his head. He over there in the UAE. He got a turban and got some glasses. He's trying to be an Arab because he looked like one of them over there. NIDs play a big part in transfer portal. But I think these players would have been transparent anyway, man. NIL got something to do with it. I got to say. Well, I was just happy. I got you. Okay, I like that, Tim. Kim. I got you. Because when you said balling out, it make me think he done had 30 over there. You know what I'm saying? But that is good. That was good. Kevin Franklin. Oh, okay. Kevin Freeman know every damn body. But he over there, y'all. That man ain't, hey man, that man over there in Dubai, man. And I know what he doing. I know he having fun over there. That's good for a freshman in ACC though. I guess, but balling out. See, y'all got to watch your words. Because I've been in the gym, Shaniqua, and a dude hit 2 points. And somebody say he cooking right now on Twitter. And I'm watching the same game and I see the man hit 2 points. All I'm saying is the word just say he had a good game. Of the freshman in the ACC. That's all you say about it. 20 balling out. So we need 10 more. Hey, what's the dialogue today? Trina's there. Trina. Happy New Year. What's up? She told me you were doing the show. Yeah. Hey, let me see. Had a Donovan Williams in the G League. Had 27. Balling out. 27-7-4. Balling out. See, that's what now if you would have said Donovan Williams was balling out with 27-7-4, I don't care where he at. I don't care how, but that's what balling out means to a real hooper. That's all. Haddle, C. King and the Toxic City is going to be a good game Friday night. That's awesome, Michael Garcia. I won't be here Friday night. I'll be on the road because Texas Southern is playing against Southern first and then Grambling because I'm gonna call the game for Texas A&M. So I won't even make it back in time for the because they play on Monday night for the national championship game. TSU will be playing that night, so I won't be able to even. I have my device next to me so I can watch a little bit of it. But y'all make sure y'all keep me abreast on that one. Michael Garcia. I know Doug, somebody are gonna be there. Kevin Freeman should be back by then. His ass ain't gonna be over there that damn long. So he'll keep me abreast on that. Then true story. After losing to Kansas, watch this. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what he's talking about. After losing to Kansas, the power that be met Charlie, against Charlie Strong on the ramp. We had 25 of the top players in the country going to play for Charlie and Charlie only. He called me right on the spot and told them the plan to fire him 5 minutes later. The next staff came and called me and tried everything, but it was a no. We had the number one player in the country at the time put South Florida in the top 5 where Charlie ended up. Wow. See, this is why it's so valuable to be in relationship with community people like Doug Smith, the grassroots guys in high school football, because they can make or break a coach's college career. But that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important that what we're doing with TSU now and what we're doing. We got to make sure we're wired up in the community. Whoever the coach is, coach, you go reach out to the people in the community. He still have not got your interview. Let me head you late, but let me keep going. Let me keep going now. This society is a microwave society. Everyone wants things in an instant. No one want to build and watch the young players bloom. Yeah, but Dedrick Carr, if a coach come in and lose a couple of years, you're going to be talking about firing. See, y'all can't have it both ways. How can I sit here and build a culture and y'all about to fire me? Y'all on Twitter trying to fire me every week. See, Penny done won 20 games a year and they want to fire him. They talking negative about him. And he done won 20 games every year he's been there. And then you want to worry about man, them coaches trying to get to their next deal. Just like you trying to get to your next deal at your job. So tell it, society, you're right, society. Hey, that coach, he done lost too many games. Get him out of here. No, y'all too quick to fire people. What's up, Mark? Number 2, Jalen Pope is an Eisenhower grad at Washington. Okay. My cousin quarterback, Washington State, just committed. Yes, we know about him. Nah. Shanika said that's not cooking. Hatter, you need my guy David Boston on your show. You would have a good segment with him discussing the battles with your guy Woodson. David, I know exactly who David Boston. He kept getting hurt and taking all them damn steroids. David Boston was All-American in basketball and originally wanted to play basketball in college. I can make it happen. Hey, I'm going to ask him about them damn steroids and come on this show. Otis, I'm going to ask him about them damn steroids. See, that is cooking. That is cooking right here. Caleb Stewart had 33 in the first conference game. Go where you love. That's cooking. That's cooking. That's balling. But listen, I like that. Thank you, Curtis. Thank you, Curtis. And guess what? Caleb benefited from what? The transfer portal. You follow me? He was at some school. I forgot one of them Louisiana school, right? And then he transferred to North Dakota. And guess what? He had 33 in their first conference game. He went. I like that. 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 What's up, El Ray? Who's the head coach for TSU? Still have not got your. I don't know why you didn't get no interview, but I don't. You know what? I don't know. I stay out of that, and I really do. When I'm gonna tell you the truth. Some people had asked me my opinion. I'm gonna ask me for some candidates, and I send them a few, and that's it. I don't listen. I don't even want to make that decision because I don't want. I just whoever it is, I'm gonna support him 1,000%. Let me repeat that. Maybe let me throw this out in the air because I know it's a whole lot of mess. People be on other places and talking negative and on so y'all ain't gonna never hear me talking negative about about anything. HBCU, TSU, HBCU. I just ain't letting people I just can't let it happen. Okay, go on another show and talk about them. As me in this house. We talking positive about HBCUs. So just in case we had somebody finna come up here and talk about lead them. No. Not today. I ain't got time today. Some days I might have time. Let me keep going. This may be small, but Donovan set a franchise record in steals in the game. No, it's not small. It's good. It's good. Ohio State versus Michigan battles. I know, believe you me, I know exactly who David Boston is. He didn't want no Positive Woods. Hey, hold on. He probably the reason Wood won the Heisman Trophy. I'm finna go back and look at the stats on that game. Tell me what happened in that game. I ain't got time to look it up. Tell me how it happened. He said, let me keep going down. Sonya Billis Camp entered the draft. Yes, he did. Man, you wrong. No, but am I lying? Hold up. Am I tell me where to lie at. Tell me where. Okay, Louisiana, Texas, South Dakota. Look, I got half of it right. I got Louisiana and Dakota. What did FSU, Florida, and other schools visit didn't offer? I wish him well. What did FSU? Oh, okay, I got you. Oh, you're talking about Cam. Kid might just want to go to the league, man. I haven't looked at his draft grade yet, so I haven't even looked it up. What's his draft grade? Y'all probably can't look it up. I'm curious. What's tomorrow? I'll talk about it tomorrow because I haven't really even looked it up. But that was good. I like that. But the people who just came on, I got something for you. I got something about this new year. I'm going to keep giving y'all stuff like this. Somebody sent this to me and said, Robert, choose people around you who will say your name in a room full of opportunities. There are people around you and you don't feel they don't need to be around. Choose people who will say your name in a room full of opportunities. Let me keep going. Where's that? Hold on. Did I get you talking about this? Hold on. I'm not letting this dude off the hook. I told y'all to share the show. I'm not letting him off the hook. We want the South. Y'all see that? Y'all watching this? Y'all watching this grown man? talk. The kids just. Remember me. Thank you, Sonny. Watch the little boy next to him. He gonna grow up and be the same way. The cameraman ain't stopped yet. Watch the little boy. Watch the little boy. Look at it. Remember me. Who are you? Look at them, all of them. Look at her. You know what? I know y'all love sports. I know y'all love sports. And the teams y'all root for. But picking a fight with a college football player in front of your kid because your team lost is pretty pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. I'm telling y'all, that's the reason I don't like to go to games, live games no more. Because they done got crazier. The reason I know they done got crazier, think about it. I'm a guy that can go into the game and sit anywhere I want to. And I choose not to go. Ever since that gambling element was introduced to this, and these people be betting on certain things during the game. And it don't happen for them. They mad and drunk and go and just mad. Cussing the players out, cussing the parents out, cussing the kids out. That's why players who got money, they put their people in a box. This stuff then got crazier than it was. Y'all the gambling, man, right there at the Rockets game on the app. Then I picked up a thing, saw with Billy Donovan. He believes the NIL and the use of transfer portal are causing young athletes to avoid facing challenges. It's Billy Donovan. Remember, we just talking about NIL. We just talked about transfer portal. You know, I got a name for it. I call it portal combat. Did y'all hear what I said? Billy Donovan believes NIL and the use of the transfer portal are causing young athletes to avoid facing challenges. What do you think about that? Hey, because I want to talk about this dude when we get back. What you think about that? Watch this.
I mean, obviously Boston is a little bit further down the road than the Thunder. And certainly the Thunder have been making some noise this year as the guy that's really making the noise is going to get the Thunder on the scoreboard first.
And Shea comes down to rip away that rebound. Shea goes right by Holiday, got to the rim, puts it up with the lollipop layup and scores. And Wiggins will let SGA operate the offense. Stops on a dime, holds up, and that is so silky smooth and almost impossible to defend. Or looking behind him to make sure that he wasn't going to lose possession as Shea goes right around Brown, left hand, nice finish. Another great drive from SGA. With those misses. Very few defensive breakdowns.
See, I know a lot of y'all haven't seen him. I wanted to make sure y'all see him because I'm going to talk about him in a minute. I'm going to bring that back up, but I want to make sure this dude is taking the NBA by storm. We're going to get to this NIL thing, but a few years ago, I don't know exactly how many years ago, might be 6 or 7, he was a rookie with the Clippers, and I spent a lot of time out there with the Clippers. And I saw this kid in the summer just giving it to him, and I'm sitting. I came back Houston. Well, I maybe did the show from out there, but I came back to Houston talking about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander way back there. Kevin Freitman, I know he gonna tell you that's one of his favorite players now. But wait till I give you some information about him. I saw him then. Doc Rivers, Sam Cassell, all of them loved him. But I'm gonna tell you what he's doing now. But watch this. Let me go back. Let me go back to my Hatter. I attended the Red River Rivalry years back. Fans used to enter through the same gate until this particular game. It was an all-out brawl between fans. That's why they enter in separate gates. My wife and I couldn't believe what we witnessed. Yes, I could. Yes. See, you know what? That's Sonya Billingsley. She's a historian. She knows what she's talking about. Why? Let me see. She said, reminds me of the movie 42. The dad was taunting while the kid was watching. The kid ended up taunting and calling Jackie Robinson the N-word. I remember. Same reason coaches skip out on the players chasing the bag to avoid challenges. No, I don't think the coaches avoid challenges. Coaches just going to get that money. I don't think it's the same. I don't think that's the same. That's me. Crazy thing is some of these coaches saying that about NIL were providing money under the table before we knew. And I don't mind. And this is what y'all don't understand. I don't mind. I didn't mind coaches providing money under the table. Because guess what? What if they knew that this wasn't fair? I'm making all this damn money off of this kid's talent. He ain't getting nothing. And they want some. I'm going to make sure they got it. I don't believe in this, though, like somebody said yesterday, called it dirty money. Money wasn't dirty because the NCAA is the one dirty that's preventing you from helping the player out. To me, see, sometimes we look at it wrong. Sometimes, wait a minute, no. Sometimes y'all look at it, I don't know which way y'all look at it, but we always side with the billionaire owner, and we're going to side with the NCAA. Money under the table. Well, guess what? It wouldn't be money. Now they done showed you. If the NCAA didn't have that stupid ass archaic rule, Trey Phillips, these players deserve something. So it really went under the table to me. They was trying to get around the system because the system was wrong. The system was wrong. But we got a team out here that New York Times said the best money can buy, and they can't win. Y'all see that? Y'all see that school? I ain't gonna even call the school name out. But think about it, Trey. The crook, the NCAA, telling you can't be a crook like me. You can't get it. We don't want these Negroes to have nothing. Don't give them nothing. So if I catch you giving them some money, as you said, under the table, I'm going to suspend you. Because I'm the crook. I don't need nobody else being the... You can't crook the crooker. The crook. You understand what I mean? The NCAA, the entity that's saying, Robert Haller, everybody who played every high school and college basketball, anybody, we can make all the money on your labor and you don't get nothing. See, sometimes we just don't get it, man, especially us. That's why God put me on the show. You gonna know it. You might not do nothing about it. You might leave here and say, well, I just don't think. No, these kids should have been getting money all the time. It's a business model where the laborers are not unpaid, not paid. Talking about no damn scholarship. Drop in the damn bucket. No, but let me finish. He just saying the young athletes avoiding challenges. I think he's right. I think he's right. It's hard to coach these knucklehead kids because y'all done kissed their ass through high school. Summer basketball, you're going to let him, you let him do whatever you want. What? You can't bring him. You bring somebody else on the team that's good like me, I'm going to leave. Y'all done kissed and coddled to these. So when they get to college and a coach their ass hard, yeah, they get in the portal. I ain't talking about them kids who need to go into the portal. Perfect example. Michael Penix Jr., he got hurt every year at Indiana. Freshman, sophomore, every year. He used the transfer portal to put himself in a position now he might be one of the top 5 quarterbacks taken in the game. But I ain't talking. See, what happens, it's a whole lot of these little soft-ass kids getting in the portal too now. Y'all, let's keep it real. We're going to portal, baby. They ain't getting you what you want. Go in the portal, baby. They avoiding facing challenges. I agree with him on that. And y'all don't have to agree with me. I'm just saying I agree with him. Because I know some that are trying to avoid facing challenges. I know some people transferring after one game. After one game, I'm transferring. I didn't play for 21 minutes. You're a freshman. Some of the athletes needed the money to live and survive. Parents probably couldn't provide these extra coins. I had coaches call my mother and told her, don't worry about his expenses. And we call it under the table. No, it should have been happening all the time. It's not dirty money. The crook telling you it's dirty. And he getting all the money. That's what I want y'all to start understanding. But let me finish where Billy Donovan, because he clarified. You got to understand. Let me put some context to it before y'all get to talk. What happens if one of these guys, he said, does get drafted? And they sign a 4-year deal and they're not happy in their situation. They just can't leave. And I think you've got to be able to work your way through some adversity and difficulty. That's what he's saying. Sometimes to find out a little more about yourself. And the way it's set up, there's no resiliency, he's saying, of going through anything that's difficult or tough in life. Because, Mama, I want to transfer. AAU coach, I want to transfer. Find me another place. He made me run too much. I want to transfer. Y'all, it's a lot of them out there. I want to transfer. What's up there, Panther Network? That's all he's saying. It's some of that going out there too. See, all NIL, all transfers are not treated equal. Coach is coaching. Coach can't stop. Why you think that evil ass, old ass man, Coach K, quit? Because he's an evil, old, cynical, old goat. He quit because he know he ain't going to be able to treat these new kids like that. Jay Wright, he quit. Jim Boeheim, they run his ass out of there. You ain't finna talk crazy to these kids like you did them. You follow me? A lot of these kids just don't want to be coached now. I'm telling you. I'm watching them. I know some of them. Coach, this kid told me. A coach told me he want me to average this amount and this with 10 points and 7 assists. And he was mad. I said, son, do you know how much that coach thought of your ass to tell you that he wants you to average 10 points and 7 assists? He think a lot of you. First of all, he can't control what you score in the game at all if you out there playing. But he mad. Cause the coach said, I want you to score 40. He said on this team, do you know, let's say 10 points. That's 10. So he had 7 assists. So let's just say, forget it, no 3-pointers. That's 7 more, that's 14 more points. That's 20, what's it, 24 points every game that you so valuable to him, you're going to be responsible for 24 points again. This is in high school, y'all. But what if I'm not there to explain this to the kid? Then he get one of these damn fools. So, man, he trying to hold my son back. High school games don't score that many points no way. But he think you so valuable to him that he think you can get him 24 points a game. Boy, I hope y'all heard what I just said. I hate to give all this good stuff out, man, and ain't nobody listening to it. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I hate to give this kind of information out, and y'all should be sharing, because y'all know half of y'all would have said the same damn thing. And I know I done bust your bubble. Do y'all know how hard it is to get 7 assists in a high school game? Because first of all, these layup missing ass, shot missing ass kids you playing with can't make a damn shot and a layup. And the coach thought that much of you? I ain't getting no, you know what? Herb is the only one saying something. Somebody got to say something to me. Even if you agree with the other parent, if you agree with the kid, say something. I just want to know your logic. Because can't nobody tell you what the average. That's number one. You go out there and play basketball. But I know it's Women Rock Wednesday, but men, we got to protect our daughters. We got to protect our daughters. I'm going to show y'all a video. Ain't nothing cool about this at all. Nothing. We got to protect our daughters. If that means staying there and putting up with it, we got to stay here. Because this shit getting out of hand. Hands on your knees. Ain't nothing cool about that. Nothing cool about it. See, that ain't gonna make mainstream news because they want us to. They don't care. That's a group of young girls who at an impressionable age could have been learning science and STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And somebody teaching them hands on your knees. They're very bright girls. They can remember the song. Boy, I know it's y'all quiet as a damn church house mouse over there. The parent messed. I said the father. Where is the father? We got to protect our daughters, man. Hands on your knees. Fathers, I'm talking to us. I see y'all don't want to talk about that. The Under Armour All-American game is today, I think 3 p.m. as soon as we get off the show. Top high school players, including Jordan Seaton, the big fella who's going to #1 rated offensive tackle. He going to Colorado. But I saw something at one of the practices. These are the kind of athletes we breed. This is an All-American I'm about to show you. Watch this. These are the young people we're breeding. We breeding our women, our young girls. Hands on your knees. And we're doing this. Hey! As Wisconsin offensive lineman commit Kevin Haywood against Stanford's D-line, the kid going to Stanford. D-line, Dylan Stevenson. Don't hit them, man. Just, you got your ass whooped, man. Just be better the next time. These the kind of athletes we're breeding. The man did everything legal and just pancake your little narrow ass. But this is what we're breeding. Hands on your knees. You get defeated in a drill, you want to hit the man in the face. And the young man was smart enough to say, look, dude, I'm here on a business trip. I'm not finna be no fool with your ass. I'm finna go get me a check in the NFL. I hate to keep bringing this awareness to y'all, man. Because it don't seem, because y'all not talking back to me. It seemed like this is the first time y'all have seen some of this stuff. And a minute ago, I showed it. I got to show y'all this before I leave. Hold on. Got to show y'all this. Did y'all see what Ja and Wemby did yesterday? Watch this.
And Ja Morant is with his famous crossover move there, and then is able to elevate before Wembanyama can get back. And hello, Wemby, let me introduce you to Mr. Morant. Y'all haven't met before.
Should have been an and one, by the way.
Look how quickly with the quick crossover, little bulldog move there, and then Morant. There's a little bit of exhilaration. Ja Morant.
Now hold up now. Wemby got him too now. Watch this.
Starting Ja to start the game. Ja puts the crossover on Wemby, and Wemby comes back over the top to reject Ja.
Spurs to one field goal attempt.
Ja again.
But since I'm there, and Trey Phillips said we got to learn how to handle defeat. I just talked about that, Trey. We just talk about learning how to handle defeat. With the transfer portal. You know, Billy Donovan said, during the transfer portal, Billy Donovan said, all he said was the NIL and the use of the transfer portal are causing young athletes to avoid facing challenges. This is what this young man tried to do. Let me show it to you again. Learn how to handle defeat. Okay. But guess what? When you're on that bench, you ain't playing. Instead of saying, man, go compete. Baby, just transfer, honey. Just transfer. Listen, I love the transfer portal. Michael Penix Jr., this probably wouldn't have happened for him if he don't transfer away from Indiana. So I understand. But somewhere, these athletes, y'all, we got to quit kissing they behind. And I know a lot of y'all eating off them, y'all videoing them, y'all ranking them, y'all. I understand that. But we got to stop somewhere. We got to stop. We can't breed this. We can't constantly can't think this is cute. We cannot think this is cute. we can't think that's cute. Got to quit kissing these people. We got to be parents. It's hard to be a parent now. It's hard to be a parent. But you the one laid down and had their kid. Should have been like Jimmy. You the one laid down. Ain't in that passionate moment. So you got to be parents. But what's up, Jimmy?
What we got?
Man, it's you just bring on what you got. You got, man. I'm just, man. It's just life. I'm life be lifing. And and what I'm trying to do, Jimmy, is just I just see so much stuff, man. And I just see it different. Somebody told me that they said you just see it different, Rob. And sometimes, just watching the little boy who got defeated, got knocked down, and he want to get up and fight the dude. You in high school. You at the UA All-American game. Everybody's watching you, and you can't restrain yourself. Then you got young women. It's Women Rock wins it, Jimmy. That's why what I said in the beginning. I said, fathers, we need to get back in the house. We need to get these babies away from these girls. Somebody thought it was cute, the video. These little girls talk about hands on your knees. And all of them in unison. They're very bright girls because they remember what it is. What if they'd had a book in their hand, Jimmy? What if they had some STEM stuff in their hand? What we training them to do with that? Be Nicki Minaj or that other girl y'all talking about, the Stallion? And the young man who hit the dude, Jimmy, he's supposed to be going to Stanford next year. So he got book sense and no damn common sense. Because common sense has said, dude, the whole world watching at this All-American game, everybody watching. And I get my butt whooped and I want a cake of penalty. Don't you know penalties are causing these people to lose? And Jimmy, I got to show you this about your Alpheos people. I'm gonna just show you some of the stuff. This Alpheos people right here.
We want this out! Help me!
A Texas fan with his son. His son gonna grow up to be just like his ass. So Jimmy, I'm paralleling, I'm juxtaposing all of these situations. It's hard out here for me, man. Right? Let me tell you something. What James Baldwin said. To be a conscious black man in this society, you're gonna always be in a rage. See, if you ain't conscious and you don't know about what is happening in this world, then you ain't in no rage because you don't know. But to be conscious and know what's going on, your ass will be always in a rage. Unbelievable. But what's up, man? boy.
I'm just looking back and of course I think from yesterday we promised to remind folks a recap some of the activities, what happened with the Greater Houston teams going up there to DFW and doing the Texas two-step on up in the tournaments. Beaumont United breezed through and won first place in the Allen tournament, beating Allen in the championship. Meanwhile, Atascocita breezed through the competition of the Dallas ISD tournament. That's the first time, according to my historic check, that a 2 different teams from this area have went up there and won a tournament in the same first place on the same day of 2 different scholastic events. Uh, so one thing about it, a lot of people that hear Tascasita, you know, that's a machine. That's a program. They've been doing this stuff, man, for a decade almost. Almost a decade. That's a long time to be at the top of the food chain or to be the measuring stick in your area. That's a long time. Almost a decade. And you know, and you look back through and you raise the flow mat up every year in the middle school city championships. There's an 8th grade team from that Humble ISD, that school district that either feeds to Summer Creek or Tascasita that either wins, places, or shows in each of the 5 years that we've had this event. Win, place, or show. That means down the pipes, they have more talent coming up next.
But Tascasita done lost 6 games.
No, forfeits, Howard. They forfeited their first 4 wins.
Well, then that's lost 6. That's okay, but
They
you
lost,
playing with a legal player on the damn.
They lost 2 games on the court. They
Okay.
have 6 losses attributed to them. You know, it's like 2 years ago or last year when Duncanville, a couple of years ago, I think it was, Duncanville had double-digit losses. We know what that meant. That don't diminish the potency of that team. So that's, if you look at their record, it's kind of like looking at Sealsby right now. Even though Sealsby didn't forfeit any games, they have Draylon Miller right now. So any loss that happened before then in the 4A category, don't measure that. Sealsby has like double-digit losses probably. Ain't the same. Don't get yourself tricked into looking at that record and thinking that's the same, a reflection of it. So my thing is with them, man, that side of town is, and you guys understand, football and basketball is producing, and the cup overflowed from Atascocita and Summer Creek to over the Sea King. Now they're the uprising. They're the new kid on the block team that's no talent field. Understand? They have brand new facility, brand new school. That, man, you drive down that Beltway, that thing look, man, pretty good.
What
Pretty
school
good
is
architect with that one. Sea King.
Oh.
The new Sea King building that they built about 3 years ago. Whew, man. That football stadium. And they put the scoreboard, the architect company put the scoreboard to face the Beltway, Howard. That way they can generate revenues from nighttime advertising. So the scoreboard is basically a billboard that you would pay $7,000 a month on a billboard. You can pay fractions of the dollars to get your ad at the Sea King scoreboard at nighttime you're driving on that Beltway. So smart thing, black superintendent in that district. I said again, black superintendent in that district. They're not the only one, and but it's not many school districts that have black superintendents. Not a lot of them. So shout out to them. And speaking of superintendent, hell, Fort Bend ISD just got one. Remember the superintendent?
So Sea King went up to Dallas too?
Sea King went up to Dallas too.
They didn't win. Did they win?
They didn't win.
Okay.
They didn't win.
Okay.
They didn't win. Fort Bend ISD has the new superintendent now, has just been approved last week, and he was recently the superintendent of Duncanville ISD. So Mr. Smith, and we went to college together. He was a football star, the punt returner, the wide receiver, slot back over at TSU. They called him Smitty. Smitty is started off as assistant in the Fort Bend ISD, then he got the head job in Duncanville and oversaw all of that. Now he's back in H-Town at Fort Bend ISD, which is a thriving school, and they can be represented he can have a free room or a free suite at the state tournament again, because Thurgood Marshall is the team to beat in 5A. They suffered their first loss out of this past weekend, got upset, I want to say, by one of the teams out of Arlington, and won the rest of them. So they have one loss to their on their belt. But there's only one team in the area that's still undefeated. That's Clements High School. Clements went down to San Antonio, ran the table at that tournament, beat Austin Westlake, I think, in the championship game. In that particular team, you mentioned the kid yesterday, Josh Clark. He's one of the top.
Hold up, Jim, you're confusing me. So did they go to Dallas or they went to Austin? Clements.
Who that?
Clements.
Clements went to San Antonio.
San Antonio. Okay, they went to San Antonio. I thought I said, did they go to Dallas? And you say, I actually, did they go to Dallas?
You asked me to see King go to Dallas. I said yes.
Oh, okay. Clements. Okay, see, okay. Both of them start with a C, but keep going. I'll get them confused. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Clements, that is the only undefeated team in the area as it stands. This is January. It's the first time in the history of the school that they've been undefeated in January. Clements High School. They've been there a long time. They had got a jail named after Clements, after that same guy. Got a penitentiary named
the
after
Clement unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to give a shout out to and props to Coach Van Price.
Yeah.
Because he took this job.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost like a Randolph and Mortimer deal. It was like, man, just get Van Price. He ain't going to do nothing with this job. And, you got to have talent. You got to have a little luck. But nobody saw Clements coming with this type of punch because they, you had people that were pulling the kids away. Remember, we thought Divine Oguchukwu, he's the leading scorer on the team. He's the premier player on this team. Divine, this young man, understand something. If I had to go and do a front cover again, you can read the book backwards, I would have said, you know what? Instead of 7, they got room on that couch for Justin Begg to scoot his little ass over and let Divine get right. Let Divine get right. Where I go? Where I at over here? Yeah. Let Divine get right up in there, and Justin Begg scoot on over. Let him up in there. And I mean, seriously though, he has done what you. Because normally, what I say to kids, just keep winning. Keep winning. He's an unsigned senior, about 6'3", that's been running this offense. And he's a young man that people tried, the powers that be tried to pull away, right? They tried to pry him and get him to transfer. Remember, it was a year ago. Kid got on the internet, made an unwise video talking some smack about another kid and what he would do. Video hit the internet and people soured on him. And my thing is, you win, people forget that video.
Who did? Hugo did that? Divine did that?
Yeah, you remember the locker room when we talking about when they were getting ready to play before a game, they was getting ready to play against Elkins High School. When Chris Johnson, some kids say, "What about Chris Johnson?" He went to talk about what he expressed his feelings towards at the time Chris Johnson, and which they ended up smoothing it on out, but that happened, and a lot of people and college coaches saw that video. So
it was that bad?
Yeah, it was bad. Oh yeah.
I don't even remember. See what I see. I don't even remember.
It was bad, and I had coaches saw that.
Okay.
So some people like, man, a lot of coaches saw that video and said right then, you got X'd off, so you got to go and get it out the mud, young fella. You got to go get it out the mud, and you're doing what you're supposed to do right now. You are taking your teams to uncharted heights. You also, as you grow, you're not the only unsigned senior that's a Division I prospect. Josh Clark, he's scratching at 7 foot tall. This is his teammate. He's an unsigned senior. And I said it before. I don't know how close these two young men are. But why would y'all two not, if it's working so well for y'all right now, then why would you not consider packaging yourselves together and say, you know what? I'm gonna make a commitment to you. I'm rocking with you, and we can go to the same school, but it's gonna have to be a low to mid-level program where you both would be able to have the opportunity to play good minutes as freshmen. You can go anywhere you want nowadays on the transfer in the portal. Why not give it a try? Let me tell you something. One topic we never talked about on the Chop Shop is that some of you guys that have kids that have went to college and played ball or not play ball, but ball is exceptional because it's more stress. What did you think about your roommate of your son when you first met that roommate in college? That roommate can add to the stress of your kid or help alleviate some of the stress of your kid. That roommate can lead your kid into best, or that roommate can be swayed and lead your kid into good or better habits. That roommate, put it like that, a roommate has the influence to tell his roommate or her roommate, man, I'm tired of studying, man. Let's go to this party tonight, man. Let's go back to these two chicks. A roommate has the power, has the influence to do that. If they want that other roommate in their business, in their mix, if they cool like that. Some roommates will make noise while the other roommate trying to sleep. That's what I say, cause undue stress. And they be the roommate from hell. So if you got the opportunity to pick you a roommate that you know before your first day on a college campus, spend as a student athlete, that's I encourage you to explore those options. You get the wrong roommate. Some roommates gonna have a bag of weed you ain't never smoked before. Some roommates gonna smell like weed all the time. Some roommates ain't gonna never clean up behind themselves. Some gonna keep it immaculate in there. And that's the thing. That's the thing. I want to just remind, this kid, they're playing good ball, and they have a big game tonight. They play Hightower, 7 o'clock at Wheeler Fieldhouse. Hightower ain't lost but like 4 games all year. They're not bad. They're not bad. Don't have a lot of star power. Them the easiest teams to coach when it ain't no pressure. Ain't none of them guys know they ain't going Division I for basketball. Them the easiest teams to me should be the easiest teams for you guys to coach or to get the buy-in. When you ain't got to prospect on there, because now it's easy. Ain't no pressure on exposure and why we ain't going to this event and why we ain't playing against this team. Man, you better get it out the mud. You got a team full of future intramural players, or if they want to go to the military, they can go and attend HUT if that's what they want to do. But shout out to them. Ridge Point also plays Travis High School tonight. At Travis. Travis just won fresh off winning the tournament in New Caney this past weekend. And correction, had who was that? Clements went to Round Rock, the tournament at Round Rock.
Oh, instead of San Antonio. Okay.
I said San Antonio. The head coach, Van, is from that ASAC area. So it's always good. Coaches always try to schedule them type of events so they can get home, see some of their kinfolk and stuff. So those are games that's going on today. C King is at Beaumont United. That's a big. Remember last time Beaumont United had a district game, it was a Atascocita coming through there, and they T-rolled them by 20. People start frowning. Man, Beaumont United lost to Atascocita? What the hell you mean? Atascocita's good. They defend, man. Them dudes, I'm surprised that the coach ain't got them all wearing mouthpieces, as many charges that they take. They thrive off of taking charges on that team. I mean, they really do thrive off of taking charges on that team. Those players have a personal thing with each other. I'm getting in front of them next time. No, I'm getting in front of them next time. Atascocita. They got to play Beaumont United again. I think Beaumont Westbrook.
They playing right now, Jimmy.
Oh, they playing right now? They moved the game, or it's not a night game?
Yeah. Live from the campus of Beaumont United, Doug Jones and C. King has beat Beaumont United lead C. King 46-23. K. Dotson has some shit on his mind. Yeah, they playing now, Jim.
Thank you, dude. They moved at game time then. It was
Thank you, Dougie.
Yeah,
K. Dotson got something on his mind right now.
What did he say K. Dotson got?
He got 20 something in the half. 20 and 6 for 8 from 3 in that first half.
Really? Hey, you know he hit 9 threes in the championship game in his last outing.
Oh, up there.
And up in Allen. He had 9 threes.
Yeah, he got something on his mind.
He had 30 points, he had 9 threes.
You know what I'm sitting up here laughing about? Him and the other young fella.
Oh, Christian Thomas. No Christian Thomas. That explains.
Who was that?
Doug, you gotta get that news for us before the game. Before I put my spread out there, I was had that news, man.
Which one is Christian Thomas?
He's arguably their most recruitable player, their most recruitable prospect right now.
I remember him.
He's 11th grader that moved in from Baltimore.
Oh, the Baltimore kid. Okay.
And he gives them their feistiness.
Jimmy, he picked up 2 technical fouls in Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Set your way. Yeah. They did right. Set it last down then. Okay. Good look. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so
K. Dotson and the other kid, Jimmy, from Beaumont United, they was on the same summer basketball team. Wow. K. Dotson got something on his mind right now, Doc.
Well, and understand. So, funny thing, just curious, see how you guys think. Remember, best player, best prospect, and I think more you guys should We talked about that yesterday. Should start asking that question. So here's the deal. My last batch of RCS sports rankings is set to start rolling out probably either tonight or in the morning.
Oh, it's that time. Okay.
Last batch.
Last batch.
Not doing no more rankings
Mm-hmm.
for
For the
not
foreseeable
on
future.
the website for a long time.
Okay.
I got to debate and how
You got
I'm
to
going
see how it goes.
to do it, but I'm not going to do none for
For the
the
general
next
public.
6-7 months for sure.
Okay.
And if I, people saying, well, won't you just put them out once a year in the magazine? Something like that. I'm not even studying about it. I'm not even looking that far. They're not going to be no more. Now, here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
If what you've seen K. Dotson do and what Beaumont United has done and based on compared to what they lost, two guys that took this team primarily. Clarence Paye, K. Dotson. K. Dotson has been dominating guys. He's been dominating under the bright lights. The recent rankings in the magazine, remember we had that conversation the other day? Who the top five by position? Nobody said K. Dotson in that list.
No.
So I'm not saying that he's a no-brainer, but nobody even whispered his name.
He just went on nobody's list.
So is Klay Dotson having a better year right now than Jared Harris?
Yeah, should be.
So why is Jared Harris on the list before K. Dotson then?
Just hard to take. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
It's just hard to take Jared Harris off that list, though.
Okay, so that means your list is the best prospect because Jared Harris is a better prospect.
I mean, it's just hard to take him off.
Well, I just asked you
so
a measuring stick.
You got to realize. Y'all talking about best prospect for what? College?
Yeah.
Okay. Best prospect for college?
Yeah, Jared is a better prospect without question. Okay. That's not a debate now. That's not debatable right now. He's a better prospect. He fits that prototype.
Somebody said, why are you stopping your rankings? Can you give us a condensed version?
I need y'all to share the show. Y'all need to share the show if you want that answer, because we got to get up out of here and share the show right now. Share the show. I'll share it with y'all. Let me see. Let's share the show. Let's go right now. I'm sharing it to my story. Okay, so Doug put one up and says he gave a reason.
Put one up.
Doug say he saw K. Dotson go 2 for 24 against Atascocita in that game that Atascocita that Bowman.
And that's a big game.
That's why he left him off his list. Here's the thing.
I like that, Doug.
That's understand. If more people see, here's what happened. People are so afraid to let it become news whenever a star or a top shelf ranked player has a bad game.
Right.
We don't want to hurt people's feelings, so that way when they get snubbed for something, there's no footprint on social media or nowhere what they done or didn't do.
Jimmy, I just saw that, Jimmy, I just saw that, boy, recently. I just ain't called you about it. I said, this was blatant. I ain't gonna talk about it on the show. I just saw some of that. It was blatant.
What was blatant?
Somebody omitting.
Oh, that what somebody didn't do.
Yes, somebody omitting an ass whooping, and It's nowhere to be found. It just seems like it never happened.
Like it never happened. Then
Yes.
so that what they'll do is they'll keep telling you what he did do, and then in your mind it's like, wait a minute, man. I saw. See, here's the thing. Him going 2 for 24 against a task
In a big game like that.
In a big game, there's no such thing as a bad game in the big
There you
game.
go.
Now, is it that far off if I go and let 11th grade guard hit 40 on my team and beat me? Because Silsby and Jared Harris, they went to Arkansas. They played Duncanville in a rubber game. Lil Bug hit a career high 40-something.
But Bug ain't no normal person. Bug is one of the top ranked dudes. I don't care what grade your ass in.
Understand something. You're a grade ahead of him.
That don't mean nothing.
Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Not if Bug is a top player too.
You're going to a high major program.
Bug is gonna go to a high major program.
That's a year later.
But
You're
Jimmy,
supposed so you're a high major. You ain't supposed to let him score 40. My point is, you're not supposed to let him score 40 and lose. If he's gonna score 40, I'm winning. You can score 50, I'm winning. I ain't gonna let you score 40 and I lose. And that's the thing, Doug. Was Jared?
He should have been guarding him then.
Exactly my point. You the big man on team.
You should have been guarding him. I don't care about that.
When he got to 25, coach, don't worry. I got him. You ain't never heard a guy say that before on the court? Well, are these type of kids being breeded anymore?
Jimmy.
Do they make these type of kids anymore? When they say, coach, when you look at the coach and
I got him.
Coach,
no, sir.
I got him, coach.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It's not happening.
I'm just saying. Is it? I mean, seriously, do they make these kids anymore?
No, sir. They don't. I'm telling you, they don't make them. They don't make them.
I'm saying something. I'm not giving Jared Harris a life sentence or nothing bad about it. I'm just saying in those instances, that's supposed to be a time when he got to get on. I got him, coach.
But did he get his money though? What Jared have?
I don't know. He didn't have 40. It ain't what you got. It's what you gave up, what you allowed to happen. You know? You got to fix that. I got to get him. Especially in the close game.
I'd had to ask for his ass. Now, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, Jimmy, this ducking season, they call it.
No, man.
Go. All I can tell you, you're right. Now, I can't. You got to go get him. I ain't finna let him in. Well, he going to have 40 points worth of free throws out of my ass because I'm firing the hell out of him.
Yeah, man.
Wait a minute. She said, yes, he did. Yes, he did. What you mean, yes, it did? Yes, he did.
Maybe talking to Paul Moran. He must be talking to Paul Moran.
I don't know what they do. Yes, they do. What? I don't know. Y'all got to talk in complete sentences. Because we don't know, yes, they do. Yes, we did. Yes, he did. We don't know that. You got to talk. Karima, give me some complete sentences. You're a very intelligent lady.
No. I'm looking on the face. If you're looking at it from the outside, you can see it out. She's talking about Jalen Lowe. They said Jalen Lowe performed well. I watched a little bit of the first half. He actually did.
But then she said, I disagree with that. What she disagree with?
Let me see. It's a response. You can see the response.
Yeah. What's up, Chad Grote? She said, I disagree with that. I don't know what she disagree with. See, I ain't over there. Let me go over there.
See them.
I got the.
I see. Yes, he did. So that's the one with that.
Kareem, what you mean though? Because I missed it, man. I like to see what y'all talking about now. Hold on, let me see. Let me go back to. Let me see what they talking about. Okay.
Oh, she said she disagreed with players asked to guard the best player. She disagrees with that.
What you
Kareem,
mean? I mean, what you mean you disagree with what you saying? Players don't do it, or players do
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Cause I ain't seen none asked.
In a while,
I ain't seen none in a long time.
it's been. I mean, it's been a
Man,
few couple.
I got his ass. I got him.
I saw a couple of them in recent years, but I've seen Kendrick Davis do that a lot. I've seen De'Aaron Fox do
Oh,
that.
she's saying she disagree with Paul saying. Why y'all worried about what Paul saying?
Paul said parents don't let their kids guard.
Yeah.
Oh, the parents don't let their kids guard the best player. I'm talking about in the heat of the game, though. Yeah, that's
somebody in the heat of the game and the player telling. See, y'all missing the whole damn point.
In the heat of the game, I'm talking about not at the beginning of the game. I understand some of that may be true, but in the heat of the game,
and he's scoring too many up, I'm gonna say, dude,
that kid gonna go to that coach and what he gonna say to him, Al? That kid gonna go to the coach.
Guess what? I ain't even going to the coach. I ain't got time. Player. I'm going to my player. Because I see a player-led team is way better than a coach-led team. Let me repeat that, because y'all, it's gonna go over y'all head. I'm gonna go to my Deuce, and man, he busting your ass, man. Let me get him.
And little dude gonna say, I got it. No, I got it.
No, get your ass. No, you get your gimme.
Deuce, your nose bleeding. Your eyes swole.
No,
your eyes swole, bleeding.
Jim.
Your tooth then came out.
I don't know how you politically correct ass people do. I wish McKinley was on here today. I said, Matt, I got him. Get your ass on because he busting your ass. That's what I'm going to tell him. And then I'm going to get it. Now then if somebody else comes and say, how do you busting your ass? Then I'm going to let him have him. But somebody got to do it. You can't just let no goal get 50-50. And Jimmy, I don't care what you said. Bug is a top high major prospect. And you can go on out here talking. You say, yeah. Jimmy, what y'all be saying? He got to play him when he gets to college. So we can't worry about that. He be a year. He a year. You got to play against the Jared Harris's when you get to college. So I don't want to hear about it. Because Bug is a top talent too now. And if he get going, ain't nothing you can do it. Because he's so fast, he can shoot it and he can dribble it. I mean, he's so fast. It's so, it's hard to go. But keep on going. Keep on going. I'm just telling you, this is what I'm doing to my teammate. Man, he busting your ass. Let me have it. That's all, Jimmy. But I don't think these kids said it. All right. Hey, Jay Jackson. Wait a minute. Anybody else? Where Herb at? Let me find somebody that hoop. Let me find somebody, man. I can't believe my hoopers ain't saying nothing. I'm appalled, Jim. I'm really pissed off at every dude who done played. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Jimmy, that's normal, Jimmy, that's normal protocol, man. It's normal protocol. Hey, man, he busting your ass, man. Come here. Let me get him. You go get him. He ain't doing that. But keep going. I like it. Keep going. Keep going.
That's, and guess what? Maybe 2025 may have some of those kids. We'll see when it comes time. Crunch time.
2025 got some.
2025.
Hey, I'm guarding you. You the best player on that team. I'm guarding you. Now hold up. I've seen some instances this year that the coach's game plan wasn't to guard. And one player said, I want him. I'm guarding him. I said, okay. I love it. Hey, Coach, we ain't trying to teach people to be disrespectful. But that kind of stuff right there, y'all. Usually you do that from the jump to set the tone. Yes. But guess what? Now, if the coach in the game plan said, Rob, we gonna guard you for most of the game because we don't want you to get no too quick fouls. Because sometimes, Jimmy, sometimes, you get a little physical. You got to watch how the ref calls the game. You got to. We don't want to be like Robert Miller, a dumbass ref called 4 fouls on him in the first half. I ain't never seen that for in my life. 4. But at least coach, and I think the dude know he had 4 fouls, third foul, that third foul. But Jimmy, big coach said you don't. That's a good point, coach. But guess what? At some point, man, I'm going to get that dude. Hey, man, I ain't thinking about what coach talking about. See, y'all too. I ain't telling you. Now, you got to be good now. You got to be able to pull it off if you tell the coach. Now, if you going, hold on. Let me give a disclaimer out here. You got to be a badass dude to tell the coach, to blow off with the coach. Your ass is a bitch rider and you just a role player. You can't do this. This ain't for you. All right? You got to be a dude and say, hey, man, I don't care what the coach said. You go get him. I got him. You ain't no dude, don't do that. Jimmy, I had to put a disclaimer out there. Like the man said, everybody else, just a professional doing this. Everybody out there, y'all can't do it. You can't drive this car this fast. But that's all, man. Y'all got me want to go look at that game now, Jimmy.
By being Women Rock Wednesday, team from Houston made history. Was on the wrong side of history yesterday. Yeah.
Jimmy, and on Twitter, I was gonna get out here without talking about it. On Twitter, they mad at Grambling for being the brakes off. Oh, Twitter tearing Grambling ass up.
Oh, really?
You know the haters. You know the participation mammas and the participation daddies. Everybody get a trophy, mom and daddy. Man, if you big and bad enough to schedule that game, understand there's an ass whooping coming with it. But keep on, go.
That's for sure. I mean, that's the College of Biblical Studies. First, I give the boys team, the men team. They played Grambling men.
Also,
yes, and the men team gave Grambling all they wanted. The men
what was the score?
84-72, respectively.
Oh, that's all they want. Because TSU beat that same team by 1,000.
Yeah, TSU beat them by double digits on top of double digits.
Yeah.
But this team, that was a young man that led College of Biblical Studies. And it's funny because here's the thing. You might look at, remember, they played 84-72 against Grambling. And Grambling, which is 3-0 at home right now. But one of the young men that stars on this team, he was a player. I don't have the magazine or the rankings in front of me, but he was a player that was a star as a D1 signee. And he transferred from a Division I program. He went to Lamar. His name is Corey Nickerson. Corey Nickerson, I think, went to Houston Sterling High School, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So Corey is on this team, right? And last night he had a nice stat line last night. He had 22 points, 8 rebounds. Now against TSU, he was held to only 5 points.
I'm getting cussed out on Twitter. I mean on text, but keep going. Because I shouldn't be saying that about them. I should. Because I love that team. I love that team. Because Jimmy, guess who else is on that team? I was thought that's what you was gonna bring up. Guess who else is on that team?
On that CBS?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Take a look. I'm gonna give you a chance.
Wait a minute. I see first names and not last. Don't wait a minute.
No, I'm gonna let you wait it out. You go. You spoke about this kid before.
I see Jay Washington.
Okay, keep going.
I see.
Keep going.
Byron Fields.
Nah, that ain't it.
I see I see Jesse White. I know him. I see Ty Beatty. And I see
Unless he didn't play last night. Let me make sure.
He must didn't play last night.
Yeah, he didn't play. Jimmy, man, you talked about this kid.
Jalen
But you told me you're getting old. You forget some shit now. Jimmy, Langham Creek. I called you and asked you about the kid. How is he? Remember I said, man, what kind of coach is that at Langham Creek? Because he messing my dude around. He got him on the bench. And acting crazy. And the coach wound up getting him. He got an offer to go to Shriner College. He played at Shriner College. Now he got an extra year. Now he playing here. Now, if you can't tell me the name, me and you gonna fight. You got to look at that. You got to tell.
They got Frank Manduke.
No, Bronson Evans, Jimmy.
And Bronson Evans.
Yes.
Played.
Yes.
22 minutes.
Yes. He played against TSU too.
So guess what?
He started.
Yeah, he started.
Yeah.
They're gonna replace half them dudes next year now. Don't get it twisted.
He ain't got but 1 year left anyway, coach. Come on. Yeah. He just doing his last year.
But to lose the Grambling,
Jimmy, that was a good loss.
That ain't a bad loss.
That was a hell of a loss. I mean, that was a good loss. Cause Mama done cussed me out on that. But because I said they got the head to they got beat by the speed limit.
Okay, time out. So what's the difference between that and the video that you showed earlier when the lineman beat the other lineman and the other dude gonna go and hit him? So they're gonna hit you because you said what just happened. Yeah. You said what happened.
But they don't want me to say what happened.
But they got their heads beat in. What's the problem? They got a check. They got paid.
Joe did.
They got what? About 20,000, 22,000.
That's good lick. That's a good lick. Hey man, but that's good though, Jimmy. Hey. But guess what, Jimmy, you got this, Jimmy. My boy starting, Jimmy. Hold up, you got to remember now. You remember I told you this a little kid that I met and couldn't play at all, and I got him in the gym. Then he went started playing with TJ Ford now, and then he played at Langham Creek, and the coach and he got him at Shriner College. Played every year there, and then he got an extra year left, and he decided to play for the Danny Evans man them over there. Took him under his wing, and they shoot like you say he started, Jim. So guess what? And gave Grambling all they wanted. But,
and the score. Oh, we didn't give the score on the ladies. They said we talking about the ladies. We didn't
What?
159
to 10 to 20
to 18.
18. See maybe the girls' team is not as well developed as the men team yet.
Maybe obviously not.
Who coaches the girl team?
Patricia Lucky.
Oh, I don't know her. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey. Sonya said that about the girls' score. Sonya want to know. Sonya, it's all over everything. I thought everything.
Yeah, 159-18.
And people mad at them, Jimmy, for beating the people like that.
Well, I mean, I'm not. I mean, but at the same time, they're women. The boys had more of a head start than the women program. So ain't much I can say about the women program except for giving you the final score and telling you who the head coach is. But the men's team, this team is going to be this is their first year of existence.
Yeah.
And they're playing a few Division I teams this year. Danny Evans is the head coach.
Yes. Doing a good job.
Danny Evans, a lot of people in the area know Danny Evans. He used to be an assistant coach at St. Thomas, at Second Baptist, and so he has a passion for basketball.
Mike Young is assistant coach.
That's right. That's right. They did win and get Mike Young.
Yeah.
They got the boy from
I don't know the other guy.
From PSAT, the head coach from PSAT from last year. I thought they went and got him too.
But I ain't see him on the bench. Yeah.
And so the Michael Young connection, it came from one of the founders of the school is
Lyndon
Lyndon
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
That's L.J. Rose's father. So
You-
Lyndon Rose played with Michael Young, Fire Slammer Jammer.
Yeah.
So that's the connection, and he persuaded Mike to come on out and
But Jimmy,
retirement and
did
coach.
you know LJ is over the Bahamas national team now?
I can believe that. No, his day job is with the Rockets as an
Yeah,
international
he's
scout.
over the national team, Jimmy. Yes. They qualified. You remember they qualified this summer. And the thing, LJ, I didn't know. They told me that the other day when they were at the game.
Well, you can see the connection. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the connection. I know the connection.
That's where they're from. He's from there.
Duh.
Where his grandparents.
Not only
his
from,
grandparents.
they still got a house over there, Jimmy.
Yeah. So that means
He don't need no hotel when he go over there.
That means now if you want to, want a Bell and Michael Carey, if y'all still in basketball shape.
Jimmy, we got just a young man's game now, man. Come on, man. We need the young guys. We don't want them guys. No. Michael, not one of them. No. It was just a young man's game, man.
Well, them guys is about what? 30, 28, 29, about 29, 30.
A young man's game, Jimmy.
You're going to need you one veteran on there.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing right now. That's my point, what they're doing anyway. And so that's
L looked like the GM. I saw him the other day. He looked like, and I got to call him. He said he's going to come on the show. I got to call him.
That's the former U of H star, Pat Lucky, that's coaching that team. She'll put it together. You can't get no worse than that. But my point is, and bringing it up, is showing you guys with the boys, the men's team. Once again, I think they're going to be playing NAIA.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
No, because they already in the conference, but they have to wait a year out, something like that, before your stuff count. So that means University of St. Thomas used to be the only NAIA, but they moved to D3. So CBS College of Biblical Studies will be NAIA. That means that's another option for kids to play.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna get twice as strong next year. Because people
Jimmy,
gonna be like,
I know that Jimmy.
That portal,
the groundwork that these guys are putting in, the development guys that these guys got going over there are going on around there. So let me tell you something, man. They in the right direction, Coach. And Jimmy, and I know we put emphasis on basketball, but that team got a whole nother purpose too. Is to spread the word everywhere they go to. So, but yeah, that's a unique situation. Mikal McLean, they say here. I don't. This with Trey Phillips. I don't know if Mikal McLean is a coach on that team too, but I know LJ is the man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. That's a good thing.
That's great for us, man. That's how. Think about it. This kid that came up, Jimmy, with my son. Coach, we on the Jaguars. Jimmy, you wasn't paying attention to the Jaguars back then, was you? No. The Junebug team with LJ holding all of them. You weren't paying no attention to them little boys. Yeah, you weren't paying no little bit. You weren't. But hey, LJ been a legend for a long time. But no, that's good, man. That's good. That's a good. Now that's great news. I'm glad you brought it up. But I'm really pissed off you didn't know Bronson Evans. I'm appalled. Don't be looking at me crazy. I'm appalled.
I remember you telling me about him, but I ain't never asked.
Oh yeah, you didn't ever just look at.
I ain't never asked his name and never said. I mean, so Mama, you told me about him a couple of times.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
At that time, like Langham Creek, and okay, but
you was saying Langham Creek, they ain't winning nothing.
Well, it's one of those things where a lot of people, and this is one of the reasons that, like the guy asked the question earlier, and I leave on this note: why am I ceasing and desisting to do the rankings after this batch that's going to come out next time? Okay. And that is, number one, is that I looked over at DFW over the past 7 years.
Okay.
And you look at something that they had a common denominator. There were no public rankings of the individuals that just had DFW. people in every turn, every corner we turn, we saw somebody saying how Dallas is just that much better. And my defense was, and I really felt this in my heart and my head.
In what context you mean better? The
Better
way
in
they,
regard to the atmosphere and the this and that.
yeah,
And the talent level.
yeah.
Because here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
When by not having the rankings in DFW, a lot of people, it happened. I think it happened by default by some and purposely by others, that they didn't have any. That means you can promote 4 guys as your number one. You can promote 4. You literally can promote a 4-person, 4-headed monster. If you got rankings, then one of them guys gonna be the 4th best. So what happens is they had opportunities to say, man, this is the dude today. Man, this is the dude today. This is the dude today. So that means now everybody that they ask, who's your dude, they're going to say one of those dudes. So that means now it's like pushing a ticket. Vice president, president, that's the ticket. So that voting block that they were basically serving the country in a couple of classes, what that would do now, it would enable this class of 2025, if other people got on board and get the hell out of their way and follow the OG on this. Stop doing your rankings in Greater Houston. Know what that does? It would help. You could get 5 guys in the McDonald game. But if you got one of them number 5, ain't nobody making McDonald game ranked number 5 in their city. You follow me? Ain't nobody's going to make
all of them can be a phantom number 1.
Exactly. That's the thing. And that's the right class to start it on. That class got traction already. You got 3 guys that's already been they had USA basketball on their chest.
Yes,
so they know about them. The powers that be know about them 3.
Yeah.
And they all happen to play on the same damn grassroots team. So they know about them double down. Mm-hmm. And they just won the College Basketball Academy first place in that division of that tournament this past June or July. Okay. They know about them. Mm-hmm. If you stop doing the rankings, now you don't have to fight amongst each other on who's better. You trying to get John Clark in there? John Clark ain't getting there behind them other 3 guys. But you trying to persuade everybody that he is. That's gonna take a lot of time. If you don't have a number in front of him, then you can say, ask anybody in this city is John Clark.
John Clark.
Is he in that on like the front row with those guys sitting on the front row? You see? Then once you get John Clark in, you can do then. Let little Montana Willer keep doing that. Hey man, y'all slept on this brother. Look, y'all slept on Xavier Willer. Look at little Montana now. He can come on around the corner and be that 5th guy. Not accounting other guys out of DFW. They got 1 or 2 in San Antonio. This 2025, this is one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. Number 2, the rankings have been used viably with vile by so many people over the last decade or 2 towards, especially the last decade. Let's say that specifically the last 5 years, by people who would use the rankings and persuade their kids and families to believe that I hate their kids. I told a story before about me walking through the Galleria one time a couple of years ago and going to the store, and the kid bumped into me. Didn't say excuse me, and I realized the bump was on purpose. He bumped me like he wanted to fight me. It's a little 27-year-old kid. And then hit on me. That kid, he mumbled something to the basketball and to the rankings. So that kid had went 3, 4, 5, 6 years out of high school and kept that in his heart and had told himself, if he ever saw me, In his mind, that's what he was going to do. So a bump to some people is a hit. You know, you can bump him with your shoulder. I'm talking about. Now you're going through and it's tight.
Man, that kid ain't bump your ass, but keep on talking.
Yeah. So that was like the spark, my red flag that went up. Like, wait a minute. And I started thinking about it. There's a lot of kids that just walk by me and
My
don't
son
even speak.
told me that. All them people, all his friends. I said, why they don't like him? Cause the way he rankle.
You see?
He told me that.
So if I don't have
And these some others ain't that damn good and mad.
but they're gonna take it for the rest of their life.
Yes.
They're gonna think that my lack of ranking them is what the change the trajectory of why they didn't make it in basketball.
Jim, it's another player told me that. I was in Vegas and a player told me that one time. I said, man, your ass grown. You still thinking about, I forgot who it was. I tell it, I was mentioning, I just forgot. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Wow.
You understand this? And so not to mention, those are the kids. Just think about how many parents have been led to believe, and they just said, thinking that I cost them the money that they threw in the middle of the muddy waters of grassroots basketball or development of training, and threw up in there like I'm the one because they didn't get ranked high enough. At the end of the day, the end result on their work, it didn't pay off with that scholarship.
There's some people mad at you and Doug them last year. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That man talked me to death on the phone. I said, oh my God.
So what I say is, if that be the case, and y'all all know somebody that can't stand my guts because of the ranking, and that's the only thing they say. I started doing my homework, I started sending feelers out there over the last year. Hey man, go ask them what else is it? Because I know I don't owe nobody no money. So it can't be that. That's normally the root of the evil. That's normally the root of all evil. It's for the love of. So if that ain't the case, I didn't eat all your food up. But is that what it is? I drank all your drink. What was it if it ain't the rankings? And nobody could come with another reason. Nobody could come with another reason. It was all based on the lack of coverage for their babies, the lack of ranking, the lack of exposure. So if I stop doing the rankings, then what's going to be the excuse for the next guys coming up? I ain't trying to save them ones down the pipe. Let them go on and let the blind lead the blind, clean off the plank on that part. I see you at the end of the finish line or on the way downhill, like as I always do. But these babies that's coming up, they won't have that excuse. See, that's the thing. They won't have a situation whereas I die tomorrow and you got jokers laughing. That's what it feel like, the atmosphere with a lot of people out there when it comes to this ranking.
Boy, this ranking stuff, man.
So now the thing is, Jeremy Davis, go and ask them, since Jimmy is not doing it no more after this week, then does that change anything? Because it's supposed to, because that means somebody else now, they got other rankings now. So that means, do you take that vial across the street? That's my point.
Wonder.
Because that's what I'm saying. So that means keep an eye on your ass. Take that stuff. If my juke joint ain't open no more. So you accuse me of putting bad liquor, putting Seagram 7 in the Crown Royal bottles, that you wait your ass go across the street. Wait till you go across the street. That's gonna be the thing. And so now I can eliminate that excuse and concentrate on providing platforms.
Jimmy, they was mad. Jimmy, I want to go to Dallas. I got to go to Dallas, coach. Yeah. The guys up in Dallas, they all together. They more together than y'all. Boy, when I heard that, I said, man, y'all. I just said, you know what? I didn't even feel like trying to change their minds. I said, take your ass to Dallas. Go on and see how that work out for you.
And a year, months later, how's that working out?
It ain't
That's
working.
why I told them people last year, okay, I get with you next year. How's that going to work out? You think that's going to change the concept? Because you can't, because you've been persuaded that
That
some people then persuaded you guys that they can trick the
trick
game.
this system. Yeah,
And that's basically what happened.
that's all.
Everywhere you turn, you have a guy that's going to tell you, I can get you an offer. I
Right.
can get them college coaches to recruit you. I can get you this. I can get you in this camp. I can get you in Pangos. I can get everybody, every corner you turn, somebody
Good
is
trick this.
trying to persuade you that they got the cheat code in this recruiting. And at the end of the day, if your ass can't play and you ain't deemed to be good enough right now, you're going to end up where you belong. That's the truth. 100 proof on that. And that's the thing in this society. So we'll see how that go. I'll leave you
Yeah,
guys with that.
I like that. I like that. But boy, we gonna figure something out around here. God, I
Yeah,
didn't.
and so I got other stuff. I got other stuff now. I got
Yeah.
stuff in the freezer that I ain't thought about throwing out that I can put on the grill in regarding to next moves and to supplant that. Trust me, the rankings. When I brought Doug Jones on back in like 2016 or so, 15 or 16, that was Doug. He begged for that. He wanted, man, let me do the rankings. Doug, you're not cut for that. You don't want to do that. Man, I could do it. Let me do the rank. You know, one person can't do it and persuade him. That was the thing. Man, one person can't cover all that ground. But then y'all subscribe to a theory when you're watching TV, which is what they call it, the something of the imagination. That was what they call it. That what they call it, a figment of the
your
imagination.
imagination. Yeah.
It's television.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
An illusion.
this one white boy.
Mm-hmm.
They got two now. They hired two to make them go, but it's one entity.
Mm-hmm.
Mel Kiper.
Mm-hmm.
He's in charge of assigning a rank or a position in the draft for different kids. Don't get it twisted now. I know pretty much how he does it. And it's people that know it's why he's
Mel Kiper got a whole team.
That's what I'm saying. He has a team.
They use his name.
Name.
Yeah, but he got a he got an army of mother.
So
yeah.
he has understand. And it started out, he had to go and get
by himself. He started out getting
out by himself.
Yeah.
And he was in the rooms. So basically those GMs, he's in the rooms and he get intel. So people know because other people that get in the room. Now you ever been in the room for the first time? And somebody.
But Jimmy, guess what they did tell me? Some of the GM. Sometimes they just give him information. Jimmy, they ain't gonna never that he ain't in the war room.
Yeah.
He don't know exactly. He just use all that information because they ain't gonna never tell us that. Because the owner might come in at the last minute and change everything, like these crazy ass owner with the Carolina Panthers.
But you know what?
Yeah.
You get enough intel.
Yeah.
You can put two and two together if somebody threw you a bad bone.
But guess what?
You know,
nobody never go check the record. How many times you done went and check the record to see if he's right?
To see what his percentage is? Well,
how many times?
Well, the thing is,
people don't go back and watch it, and ESPN know that. They ain't gonna go back and check it.
I'm just thinking if you did, you don't gonna go now. A person in a certain round,
you can just go to the first round.
But when you're saying a person is a first, now the order of them that varies because if a guy picked the wrong order, it changes the trajectory of everything.
Yes.
If you're saying him a first rounder or a fourth round, what they call it, day one, day two, or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like our young fella Cam Ward. We'll talk about him tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Ward put his name in the NFL draft.
But I haven't seen his draft grade yet.
And so they're well, we talk about it tomorrow. I don't want to give you no tips, no hits. Because I went and put my ear to the street on that and talked to somebody close to the family.
Yeah.
And,
but that don't mean close to the family don't mean that's where he's gonna get drafted at. You just what their opinion is.
But they know the what's and the whys as it stands right now. Why you did it, what you're doing, whatnot. Now, there's
Okay,
only one
I got
question.
you. Okay.
One question that I didn't ask. Now I do know that they're going to, because I thought, I got it with tomorrow.
We'll talk about tomorrow. Yeah, because it's going to take
I don't
tomorrow.
get too much out of that.
Yeah, we good.
Get too much out right now. You guys been ran and put it out there, and some
Yeah,
of it I got.
But it ain't going to matter to Jim. It ain't going to matter.
I got to keep some of it in the freezer until tomorrow.
Okay.
And some of it, I got to keep some of it in the freezer after tomorrow. Right. But we'll talk about Cam Ward, but that's an easy thing. I hope you guys understand. That's why, in regard to the rankings part, let them young guys have it. But I wish they would pause. I wish they would for the betterment of the city. They all pause from doing the rankings. I can pretty much can't guarantee, but I take most bets that we would have 4 guys that would be right in the hunt for making the McDonald game. At least 4. Without that, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. You gotta realize people sick and tired of Texas putting all these McDonald All-Americans out. Even though we only gonna have 2 this year, we only had 2 last year. But understand, so it done leveled off. But people around the country, they tired of that. Okay, because we remind everybody every corner they turn, and they don't really like coming to Texas as much as they need to be coming. Because in our summer months, a lot of people ain't used to that heat. They're not used to that. Some people is good with what it is, what the weather they have, and what we call is good weather. They call it they can't stand that hot weather. But anyway, Howard, let's get on up out of here.
Let's go.
We see you guys on tomorrow. It's so much stuff to talk about. Go over to rcssports.com. Check out the games to see tonight. You missed it all. They got a big showdown out in Fort Bend, Clements versus Hightower, 7 p.m. Also, Ridge Point and Travis, and a few more games going to take place around the area. Go get your magazine on the front of the website as well. You can get an online version as well if you haven't done so. And I got to go.
Did Doug have a final? Doug, did you have a final from that game?
Yeah, Doug should have the final score by now.
He ain't put it up there. He must be talking to somebody, but that's all right. We'll find it. He probably done tweeted it. But all right, we out of here, Doc.
You know one thing, I open up a can of whoopers. I know that. Beaumont United is rocking right now. See you guys on tomorrow. Peace. We up out of here.
Jim Hicks. Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.